Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. I'm a little farther away from my house today because I was scouting out some options for something to do today, and I thought a great idea would be this little spot right here would look great with a log cabin on it. So I figured we could build us a log cabin today. Um, and I'm gonna actually sleep the night off real quick because I don't want to blow up and die again. Um, but I just want to do some building today. I think I want to use, oh, lag. Uh, I like the look of these. I think they really kind of add the log cabin look to things. So we're going to use those. And we're going to get going here. But I'm going to grab all the resources first before I go. There's that. And I need these to plant at a later date. Um, and then we need some blocks as well to stylize stuff with. And I don't have too many, so that's going to be an issue. Um, this should be good though. I think we'll be good here. We'll grab a crafting table so we can take that over. All right, then we can start blocking off spots over here. I don't have any food. Let's do that first. 15 steak, sweet. Okay, that should be plenty. Um, anyways, I don't have as much of a plan for today's episode other than blocking stuff off here. Um, cross it over here. I don't really need a new house. This is just kind of for fun. Um, but I just want to make this place look pretty for the Christmas season coming up. It's actually, I mean, it's the week of Thanksgiving. Since Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so it's a little weird talking so much about Christmas. But let's be real. I mean, it's okay to celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's all just Christmas part of it. Oh yeah, I need to. I wonder if I could timber that. I don't know. Anyways, head over here real quick, and this also gets me a little space closer to the people over there. So maybe there's something good over there, or maybe there's a good reason for this. Oh, okay. Okay, it's all powdered snow. Wonderful. Powdered snow, it's so dumb. Okay, I think this is a good spot right over here. So let's clear a little spot right here and get to work. Yeah, this is a good spot right here. Let's clear some of this. I'm lagging, I think. Yep, there it goes. There goes the server. Oh, is Minecraft down? That would suck. Well, we'll see. Okay, we're back. Just a little issue, but we're good. We're back. Uh, anyways, I don't have too much of a plan for today's episode. I watched Justice League last night, where I'm watching through the see it all. This is crazy. We're watching through the movies because my wife has never seen them before. She's missed out on a lot of that. And so um, I'm showing her all these movies. I showed her the Dark Knight trilogy recently as well, and that was great. And then we've moved directly into Justice League and Batman vs Superman, which I absolutely hate. I cannot stand these movies, so I've been really struggling. Um, and it's not, I don't have any ill will towards anybody on it, but it is so hard to see. Is it because of the shaders? It is. But it's so ugly. I don't want to play the shaders. Let's clear all this snow. I'm gonna have snowballs for days, is what I'm gonna have. But that's fine. Anyways, I cannot stand Justice League. It's so bad. And I will not listen to anybody tell me it's a good movie. Even the Justice or the Snyder cut of it, I don't even like that. I just don't. I think all of the characters are boring, which really sucks because I think, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill are incredible casts for their character. But they just suck, and that's not their fault. And I think it's not even so much Zack Snyder's fault because I think the Snyder Cut actually has decent uh, casts or a decent understanding of them a little more. But I just can't stand. I can't stand this movie, and it doesn't ever make me want to watch it. I am never in the mood to watch Justice League, but here we are. I have to fill some blocks in. That's okay. That's what we get all this snow for, I guess. Anyways, I really do hate that because I really do think the casting for these movies was, for the most part, pretty good. I think. Well, I guess I don't know because I think the casting of everybody other than Superman and Batman was pretty bad. At least in Justice League, all the new superheroes suck. I'll be honest, I don't like any of them, I don't think. Gal Gadot is one of the actors of all time, and I just don't particularly care for her acting. And okay, I just can't stand watching them. I don't hate Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he's really good in Game of Thrones. I think Khal Drogo is awesome. But I just don't really love any of his other characters that he's done. I think, if he does actually end up as a Lobo in the new James Gunn movies, I think that'll be really cool. But I just think he's, I don't know. I just don't love any of it. And I think that's kind of the problem, is that nobody really loved any of those movies. And that's not a good place to be. We also watched Suicide Squad, not the well, we started the James Gunn one, but we watched the David Ayer uh 2016 one, and I really like that movie. I didn't I remember I liked it more than most when it came out, but I didn't realize that I really think it's a good movie. I think, the criticisms of the movie are correct. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say they're not, but I thought it was so good. And um I don't know, I think it's really good. Or no, shoot, I want to do it. Uh yeah, we'll do that. There we go. No, anyways, I think the Suicide Squad movie is really good. I think the David Ayer film, I didn't realize how much I liked it. Um, Obviously, I remembered I liked it, but it wasn't until I watched it again last night that I was like, I think this movie is fantastic. And the criticisms of it are probably correct. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, this is an inaccurate representation of what the movie is. But for what it is, I think it's really good. I think the music is fantastic, um, especially the um, original music. I think uh, Heathens is, oops, I think Heathens is 21 Pilots' best song. Personally, I think it just is amazing, and um, I welcome other. No way. Oh, this is awkward. Um, anyways, I think Heathens is their best work. Um, and really a lot of that original soundtrack, which isn't even really in the movie all that much, which is I didn't notice until recently. It's not in the movie. Um, but it's not. Huh. It's fine. We'll just keep building. Do I want to do? No, we'll do plank floors, but we won't get there next or last. Let's do this. I have a kind of plan for how I want this to look, but we'll see if it works out. Um, oops. Anyways, I really enjoy the movie, and I thought it was very unjustly hated. Oh, I should probably count how much this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 18 and 19, 17, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I messed it up because freaking zombie over here got me off track. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's one half of the middle, right? Or is that both? It's even. So now I need two. Okay. There's the middle, I think. That either is the middle or I'm going crazy and I don't know which one is which. But that's fine. shoot. Anyways, uh, I thought that movie was really fun, and we need more fun movies, I think. Um, I think that was one of the things that made that movie so good is just that it was a lot of fun. Um, and again, there's a lot of fair criticism revolving around that movie. Um, but I really like it. I think there's a lot of redeemable qualities about it, and I don't know. That just makes me sad to see how much hate it got. Because it really was not bad. I think a lot of the issues with it were because uh, that's not something. Hold on. I think a lot of the issues with the movie were because nobody liked Justice League, and that's not really fair. It's the same thing that happened to um, Solo when The Last Jedi came out. Because I think Solo is pretty good. I really do. Um, but nobody went and watched it because they were all upset about The Last Jedi, and people still think Solo is bad now. And that makes me sad because I really like Solo. I think there's a lot good uh, with Solo. I think it's a lot like the Suicide Squad for me. There is definitely problems with it, and that's fine. And um, I won't disagree with people that say that it's got these glaring issues. Um, but I think that's not a fair representation of what the movie is. Because I do think it's really good. Uh, and yeah, I think Alden Ehrenreich gets a bad rap as well for that because I really liked his portrayal as I just blanked Han Solo. I'm sorry. I really liked his portrayal as Han Solo. I think oh, that's hold on. I think it's not Harrison Ford for sure, but that's not you know not being Han Solo is not the worst thing in the world to be, and I think it was pretty good. Um, a pretty enjoyable interpretation. Um, and Donald Glover was amazing. I mean, that's a given. He killed as Lando. So yeah, I just think it sucks that uh, I just think it sucks that these movies that were pretty good are getting such a bad rap because of um, things that were entirely outside their control. I mean, they had no control over the public reaction to Suicide Squad and or to Justice League and The Last Jedi, which I do. For the record, I am not a Last Jedi defender. I really don't like the movie. Um, but I am a Ryan Johnson defender. I think he makes great movies. I really do. And I think if it wasn't a Skywalker saga film, I think The Last Jedi is amazing. It's just oh shoot. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta remember that. Um, Anyways, I think Last Jedi is really it's a good film, but um, I think kind of the major issue with it is the I guess it was really the first um, it's not first, but really one of the biggest rewrites of the Legends continuity that was the kind of commonly accepted Luke Skywalker. And so already people are not going to like that, and I think Rian Johnson knew that, and so I think that was part of the issue is he knew no matter what decision he made, it was going to be received poorly. Dadgummit, I'm struggling. He knew whatever he decided, it would be received poorly, and so I think part of what he decided to do was go for that shock factor, which I don't know that I would say he's really known for. But he definitely takes things down different avenues in his movies. Just I don't think he's done it as intensely since The Last Jedi, and I cannot blame him for that. Because I think the backlash is pretty bad, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I really do not like the movie, but I think the Last Jedi is probably the most, not the most, but one of the most underrated Star Wars films. I can't believe that I'm defending it like that right now, but I think, the general consensus is it's like the worst movie ever, and I really don't think it's that bad. I think, let's do 2 floors. So we'll go up 1 more, and then a floor, and then we'll do up more. I'll have to get more wood, but that's okay because there's a giant forest right there. Anyways, I think it's really one of the most underrated Star Wars movies just because people treat it like it's the worst movie ever, and it's really not. It's not a good Skywalker saga film, if that makes sense. It's not, the characters in it are not held with much reverence. And I think that was what people loved about the Legends continuity of things. I think, part of the big reason they're so loved is because these characters are treated with the love that they think, or that people think they should receive. And it's not that Rian Johnson didn't, like he on purpose didn't do that, but it's just such a different take on Luke Skywalker, and that I will never understand the defense of that decision. I think I don't know. I think people try and defend this iteration of him, and I do not get it. I don't think it could possibly be a good interpretation of Luke based on what we saw in the movies, at least. I think. Okay, we're gonna go get some wood real quick. I don't know. I think I just think the Legends continuity of Luke is better. I think it's awesome that he, does everything he sets out to do, and the kind of storylines are just great with that. I think that's what people wanted to see, and I know that that's exactly why Rian Johnson didn't do that, and I just don't like that, and I think that's kind of how most people feel about it at this point. But again, it's not. If it was anybody other than Luke Skywalker, I think it would have been an amazing movie. I think it genuinely is just the prior context of the movies that really hurt his case with these, and it sucks that he got so much backlash because the Knives Out movies are amazing. I am looking forward to the new one. Um, but the original I really like, and I really love Glass Onion. I think it's one of the more underrated movies of the 2000s. I really do. I love Glass Onion. I thought it was amazing. Um, but yeah, I mean, Ryan Johnson has the ability. It's not like he, got thrust into a position and failed. He has the ability and he used it. I just think he was too excited to do shock factor on the movies, and it ended up hurting his movie. But it is definitely not the worst of the sequel movies. I think Rise of Skywalker is so bad. It's almost like I cannot rewatch it. I have not even tried, and I just don't even think I want to because I just will be upset, and I don't want to do that to myself. I think the backlash to The Last Jedi was so severe that he just tried to undo all of it. Um, and I don't entirely mean J.J. Abrams because he didn't write the full script, but the writers and Disney, I think they were so terrified of the reactionary reactionary reaction to The Last Jedi that they wasted all of the stuff they'd built up to try and salvage the movie. And that obviously didn't work because people didn't like that either. Um, and I'm sure the executives were probably sitting there thinking, what the heck? They hated this movie, and then we spend a whole movie trying to fix it, and they hate that even more. Um, but it's just, we're not babies. If you're gonna make a product, stick with it. I mean, we watched the prequels, um, and hated most of them, and it took time for people to really sit with the prequels and decide, oh, I really like these. And now they're actually beloved. Um, and so that's kind of just something I think Disney has not learned a lesson on, that just because something isn't immediately successful does not mean it's bad. Um, I think they've not learned that lesson still. The canceling of all these shows is just, I mean, it's terrible for the creative market right now. I think, there's certain shows they've made that are very clear they should be canceled and just scrapped because there's no interest in them. But I think of shows like not The Last of Us, where did that come from? The Acolyte. I think of shows like that, and I think, that, say what you will about The Acolyte. I think there is a good story in there. I don't think it was done very well. But I think there is a good story in The Acolyte. I think there's just a lot of other stuff, and that's the issue. Oh my God, what is this powdered snow? This is so frustrating. I hate powdered snow. It's so stupid. No, is there a way to... Oh my God. I love falling all of the time. It's so fun. This is so frustrating. I crouch? No. Okay. We have made it back. Hopefully no more snow. Put these away. I got Did I... Let's put the floor down first before I do anything. Ow. Actually, I'll probably not finish it this episode, but that's okay. Um, anyways, I just think the Acolyte deserved a second season at least to kind of flesh out what it is, because I really liked the concept, and I think, poor execution of a good concept is still worth another attempt. Because there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity to explore themes. And that's what I've grown up with. I mean, the Clone Wars TV show is that exploration of a great concept that was executed poorly. I like the prequels, but they could have used, they could have used some better execution. And so yeah, I don't know. I think that's part of it. I just think they're so gun shy now that they're just willing to can anything that's not immediately successful. I think it's really hurting their brand a lot. I think it really is. Especially Star Wars. I mean, I don't really know anybody that is particularly interested in Star Wars anymore, other than people who are in the Legends stuff at this point. I think that's really the only hope for Disney, is to embrace that, embrace the Legends continuity at this point, and at least pull stuff from it. I don't know if they're trying to do it with the Ahsoka show. I don't know what they're really doing there. But if they're trying to redo Heir to the Empire, it's just not going to go well. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do with the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and all that stuff. But you just can't have that without, Luke and Leia and Han and all these characters. I think there's no way to write that story. And so we're just not going to get a very good iteration of Heir to the Empire, and that's going to make me really sad because it's probably my favorite book series of all time. And that just makes me sad. I really love that that series. I love Thrawn. He's probably my favorite Star Wars character. That isn't Luke or Anakin, or another Jedi. I think Luke is probably my favorite character. But I don't know. Thrawn is probably up there as well. Anyways, I just hope they grow a pair, honestly, and I hope they start making something good with these Star Wars movies, because I really just hate how much mediocre stuff we're getting with Star Wars. I just don't care for it at all. It just makes me sad. So hopefully we can figure it out and get somewhere soon. That's all I really want. I just want good Star Wars. That's all. I'm not picky. I promise I'm not. I just want something fun and enjoyable to watch. And they had so much good stuff they could expand it upon. I mean, they had this whole plethora of stuff of the Legends continuity that they literally could just shot for shot remake it and people would love it. And they decided to go and be different, and it's costing them big time now. But there we go. There's here, let's add some stairs in for now. These will be replaced by real stairs at some point, but there we go. And then we can do the floor on that second row there. But anyways, I think I'm going to end it there for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that zombie doesn't get me. But thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm just kind of sitting here ranting. So, anyways, I really do appreciate you guys sitting around and watching this. So, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If I made no sense with this rant about Star Wars, and I don't even remember where I got started on it, but that's kind of where my life goes. I start talking, and somewhere along the line, I forget what I'm talking about, and I start talking about Star Wars. So that's just kind of who I am. If you guys don't like that, too bad. It's gonna keep happening. But anyways, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want to see more of this, I do this pretty much every day now. So if you want to see it, please subscribe, like the video, so I know you guys are enjoying it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.